So we are going to try a new feature, the project curve, and to complete this operation we have to create the projection lines. So from this one it kind of looks like one of those curved surface what we see from the camshaft of an engine. So it is just a made up thing. I didn't really had any dimension to design that. I was just hoping that we would have some curves like this, and then maybe we can just try to create a set of toolpaths so it can be machined with a 5-axis milling machine. So what you need to do first is the important thing is to have those lines for your projection. So we should go to the wireframe and we have to go to curve all edges section, so you can select the surface from your curves. So if you do that, then you're going to have the lines you need to show the toolpath where it should go, because unless you have been doing this, you just created a 2D surface under this object and then you just extrude it to make a solid drawing or model, then it will, when you'll try to design the toolpath, it will not let you click on the specific paths. So we're gonna try the project curve option now. So this is not that big, it's like 2 point something, 2.1 or less of a depth. So if we try to use 2.5, it will be good enough to cut off the whole surface. And you have to check this thing that it is the project curve toolpath type. The tool is by our dimension. For this particular example it is 2.5, and I selected a face mill. I could also use a ball end mill, but the face mill is good for the example. The stock I didn't touch it for now, because you could also change the trimming criteria, like it will start from the tip point or the contact point, but it's not that important. It's like depends on your application. And for the cut pattern, this is the most important part. So let's pretend that we don't have any cut pattern, projection and geometry selection. So if at first you have to select the projection, like I said, we already created the projection curves. So while you'll try to start selecting this surface, you will see how it's smoothly flowing, and you can go either this way to go back and finish your loop, or maybe go forward, then you will have a different loop which will be like this. And it can, for our application, it can create some undesirable results. So this time I will just try to make things less complicated. I will just finish this one, like this one circle that is started with our first point. So if we have this part like this, and you have to also select the geometries that are affected by the cut, and we are happy for now. So we select this thing. This will, what will this do is this will start cutting down from this end, and it will go all the way and it will stop right here. So if we are assuming that we are stopping this thing from under, and we have some kind of holder right here, so it will start cutting from that part, will stop here, so still will have some place to cut. But before we can cover that part, we can also use some roughing settings, like going for like 3 times with a little spacing, 0.00, I don't know, maybe 2, and so it will have multiple cut. And so we have half part ready for the operation, so we can copy and paste it again. This time we will just try to set our toolpath to a different direction, like it already has all of them but not this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this thing, and it will be, the geometry will be just this bird, and this way, if we can try and see the whole operation, it will cover every base. So let's make it fast. It was a stock like this, and now our operation is started. Yeah, so the operation ended with our design part that we wanted to have, which is pretty cool. And one thing I want to add here is the most efficient way to do this is drawing a projection line in the middle, which I could also do, but I just didn't want to increase the drawing time. So if you had a projection line right between those two edges, then you would have just one soup and it would be done. It would take lesser time. And I just wanted to show you how to use this project curve function as a toolpath operation. Hopefully it helped you, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you.